A meeting of the Board of Public Works is scheduled for today, November 21st at 5:30 at the DPW Administration Building, 9 Riverside Street. Could we have a roll call, please?
Vice Chairman Ackerman.
Yes.
Commissioner Moriarty.
Whoops. You're going in the wrong order. You better let me do this.
Oh.
Good try, though. Commissioner Ackerman.
Here.
Commissioner Pappas.
Here.
Commissioner Moriarty.
Here.
Commissioner Teese.
Present.
And also let the record show that we have Alderman Jetty, our liaison to the Board of Aldermen here. I understand that one of the commissioners is unable to attend. Commissioner Pappas, may we have the reason for your participation other than the location of the actual meeting?
Yes, I'm in a time crunch today, and it just was more. I didn't want to leave early, so that's why I did it over the phone, and I wouldn't miss my engagement.
Okay. May we also ask you, please, to list the names of any other people present at the place from which you're participating from currently?
Okay. Currently, my daughter is here, and my son is not here. I don't know. He may be here before the end of the meeting, but he knows that I'm going to be on the phone on the meeting.
Very good. And one last personal note, or one last thing to note, is that all votes taken during tonight's meeting in which any member participates remotely must be done by a roll call vote.
Okay. Good reminder. Thank you.
Very good. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
I think I have to do a roll call.
Roll call.
Commissioner Ackerman.
Yes.
Commissioner Pappas.
Yes.
Commissioner Moriarty.
Yes.
Commissioner Teese.
Yes.
Very good. May we have a motion on number 3?
Move to approve the minutes of the Board of Public Works meeting of October 24th, 2019.
Okay, by roll call, please.
Commissioner Ackerman.
Yes.
Commissioner Pappas.
Yes.
Commissioner Moriarty.
Yes.
Commissioner Teese.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we are now under public comment. Not seeing anybody from the public here. I will very quickly move over to Parks and Recreation.
Move to approve a contract with Forcier Contracting and Building Services, Inc. of Nashua, New Hampshire for the building repairs of the Crown Hill Pool Bathhouse in the amount of $34,200. Funding will be through Department 177 Parks and Recreation, Fund Capital, Activity Crown Hill Pool Building Repairs.
Very good. Is there any discussion on this item?
I have one question. I don't mean to make anyone feel uncomfortable. The Forcier Contracting, I didn't see an address for them.
We'll ask Superintendent Nick Casiano to join us at the table.
Forcier Contracting, Nashua. The address on the internet is 24 Merrimack Street.
Okay. Okay. And this is, I'm going to blurt it right out. So we had been having, is that the company that we were having problems with them parking over by Holman Stadium in the back there where the fields are?
Yes, it is.
Has that problem been resolved or not?
I know that Director Cummings has been working with them and their attorney to resolve the problem. I'm not sure if it has been completely resolved yet.
Okay, because I guess that I'd have a problem voting for a company that has kind of worn out their welcome in their parking. So I thought that was the company, but I just wanted to double check.
So, any other discussion or any other comments?
Do you want, Nick, do you want to comment on who the other bidders were and how?
We went out to bid through the purchasing department, so it was a public, Nick Caggiano, Park and Rec Department. It was a public bid, went through purchasing, and They were the qualified low bidder.
Well, how close were the bids? Were they?
It's in the memo, they
Yeah.
were at 34.2, the next one was $600 more, and the one after that was almost double.
So Commissioner Ackerman has a question for you, Nick. I see through the dialogue on the motion here for discussion is that the work is going to plan to be done by May 2020. And I too am in agreement of not rewarding somebody, an organization that's in conflict with the city, so to speak. And I don't know what the,
I don't know if you can actually do that or not. I mean, you're the board,
well,
but
I'm not,
finance,
I'm not proposing that we not do business with this company. I'm asking what is the impact if we table this until we have a resolution from the director, Mr. Cummings.
Could we table it till December?
it was bid understanding that it would be winter work. Once he, I guess it would be whether or not he would be willing to hold that price.
I'm never sure when I'm on the phone, when I can chime in. There are times when we don't do the lowest bidder, and I'm just not going to be able to support this, given the amount of time this has gone on, and we really haven't taken any action against them, and it seems like they're not adherent to our rules. So my understanding is in the past we don't always go with the lowest bidders. If there's someone that we've dealt with for a period of time that we like, sometimes we take someone other than the low bidder.
I have a question. Where is Solid Roots Construction from?
Manchester.
Okay. So we do have an ordinance that says we have to give Nashua local businesses preference. So Forestier would be, but, you know, I agree with Commissioner Ackerman. Why don't we just table this until our December meeting? And, you know, the worst case scenario, if they won't hold their price, we can go to the next bidder, which is pretty close, right?
Is there any, hold on, Commissioner Moriarty, is there any chance of damaging the property further by holding off? That would be the only reason I...
Not 30,
Not-
not 30 days.
Not 30 days, okay.
The roof really needs to be replaced, but
Is that,
30 days isn't gonna.
the roof is part of this? or
Yeah.
no? The roof, okay.
Mhm.
Replace the roof. Yes, Commissioner
Would
Moriarty?
you say another option would be to approve this contingent upon resolution of the other issue with the city? Because that may not take 30 days to resolve the other issue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would be enough.
I just don't know where they are on.
What does resolution look like?
Yeah.
though? I think that's a different,
Well, remember they had asked to park in the city right of way, and then they had no parking signs and all of that already up, and the board denied that request. And pretty recently they were still doing that, so. You know, I'm not sure exactly where Director Cummings, I talked to him I think last night, and it was still an issue, so.
So,
and they've been served properly to stop parking?
I believe so,
Thank you.
yes.
Yep.
I believe that Director Cummings has been in contact with their attorney.
all right.
I can't do the contingent. I just, you know, I mean, the city, there are people, if someone leaves their car out overnight and it's not in an area where they're supposed to do it, they get expensive tickets, and I just, I think that companies should be held to the same standard as residents, and I feel I can't approve this even in contingency. I think waiting till December is probably a good option, tabling it.
Okay, so we had a motion on the floor, but now we have a second motion to table this until the December meeting. Any further discussion?
So are you withdrawing your motion? for the 30, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't actually make
Wait,
a
was, oh,
motion.
okay.
It's just a discussion
Yeah.
point.
Well,
Okay.
So I'm sorry, so we're voting on whether to table it?
Table it to the December meeting
Okay.
to allow Mr. Cummings to come back to us and give us a report.
Okay.
By roll call. To table.
Okay, Commissioner Ackerman,
Yes.
Commissioner Pappas,
Yes.
Commissioner Moriarty,
Yes.
Commissioner Tease.
yes.
All right. Thank you. We'll move over to engineering. I have a motion on item A.
Move to approve the residential and commercial wastewater service permits and fees as presented.
Any discussion? Seeing none, we'll vote by roll call.
Commissioner Ackerman,
Yes.
Commissioner Pappas,
Yes.
Commissioner Moriarty.
Yes.
And Commissioner Tease.
Yes.
All right. We'll move to wastewater.
Move to approve the user warrants as presented.
Okay, any discussion? Seeing none, we'll vote by roll call.
Commissioner Ackerman,
Yes.
Commissioner Pappas,
Yes.
Commissioner Moriarty.
Yes.
Commissioner Tease.
Yes.
Motion passes. Motion B?
Move to approve the contract with Waterline Industries Corporation of Seabrook, New Hampshire in an amount of $1,237,677 for replacing the screen and rates in the wet weather facility. Funding will be through Department 169 wastewater, fund wastewater activity, wet weather facility influence screening upgrade.
Very good. We have Superintendent Dave Boucher with us. Would you like to shed some light on this, sir?
Yeah, Superintendent Dave Boucher. This is a company that was the low bidder. We received 2 bids on this project. This is to install new bar screens, mechanical bar screens, they're rather large units, into our wet weather facility. It also requires removing the old ones. So we had the engineering firm that we're working with, Ray Pierce, look into the references of this company. And they have worked with this company, everything came back good, and they recommend utilizing this company to do the work.
Any questions? Any further discussion? Motion is to approve. By roll call, please. Teresa?
Yep, Commissioner Ackerman,
Yes.
Commissioner Pappas,
Yes.
Commissioner Moriarty,
Yes.
Commissioner Tease.
Yes.
Very good. Next item?
Move to approve the contract with Wright Pierce of Thompson, Maine in an amount not to exceed $148,800 for construction administration services for the wet weather influence screening upgrade project. Funding will be through Department 169 wastewater, fund wastewater activity, wet weather influent screening upgrade.
Okay. Any questions? Yes, go ahead, Superintendent.
Oh, that's right. This is the engineering firm that has done the preliminary design on it, and we're hope to utilize them to oversee the construction portion of the project. It's their design that they put into it, so.
Very good. Is there any scrap value for what they're taking out?
That was built into the bid,
Oh, was it?
yeah,
Okay,
to remove the old and get rid of it.
very good. Any other questions or discussion?
I think that's a good idea to have the same contract that, with the same company, so for both the design and the construction, because then if something goes wrong, they've done both processes, so I think that was a good choice.
And when is this work scheduled to be completed, sir?
Well, I think mid-2020 is, but it's the equipment, the time for the equipment to arrive is the longest part.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
Very good.
it's a special design piece of equipment
Right,
to fit.
okay. We'll vote by roll call?
Commissioner Ackerman,
Yes.
Commissioner Pappas,
Yes.
Commissioner Moriarty,
Yes.
Commissioner Tease.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to move to administration. We have some information on the removal of invasive species and trees along the natural riverfront.
This is just a letter that you probably noticed from Director Marchant explaining the process for the removal of invasive species for the riverfront plan. And I'm sure as things move forward, she'll be coming to present to the board. But this is just sort of an initial letter explaining what's going on.
Very good. Okay, we'll accept it on file
Okay.
for reference, and we'll move swiftly to the director's report.
Okay. This doesn't seem to be working for me.
See you, Dave. Happy
Thank you.
Thanksgiving.
Same to you guys. Thanks.
This isn't working very well here. Hopefully this works. Commissioner Pappas, I'm sorry you're not going to be able to see this.
No worries.
I can share it with you later. This is Monica Drive drainage improvements that were being performed by RWC Enterprise. They were having some issues with drainage, so was a great improvement. It's helped significantly.
What did they do?
They installed essentially some drainage pipe along the edge of the street. And there's sort of a hill, and they captured some of the water coming down, so it wasn't washing away residents' lawns and that sort of thing.
Okay,
So
good, thank you.
I'm gonna have to do it this way because nothing seems to be working. We put the shade sail foundations in at Roby Park. The actual sails, of course, won't be installed until the spring, but you can see the massive foundations that we put in. So that's going to be a great improvement to Roby Park next spring.
Literally needs to be that big because it could fly away? Is
Yes,
that- wow.
that's correct, because of the sails, yeah. They're pretty big sails, too. It's because it's covering the whole playground.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We replaced the holiday tree. A number of you noticed. I think Commissioner Ackerman, you were the one that brought up that the tree didn't look very good. It was really strange, and I think we're still investigating what happened. It looked great right up until September, and then all of a sudden, so this tree's a little bit smaller, but we are hopeful that it will live a long life at the Hunt Building. So.
Did you send any soil samples out? I'm wondering if there's a great deal of salt that gets left there from the winter. Or...
He actually, Superintendent Caggiano did send out some soil samples because he wanted to, he's a little bit dumbfounded as to why it died. So, and I haven't heard anything yet, so I'm assuming he doesn't have those results back yet.
Okay.
So we'll keep you informed when that comes back. This is the covering of the Crown Hill pool. This was the last pool to be finished with a liner. So now we don't, all three pools, we don't have to paint anymore. So that's a lot of labor saved. So this is the Thornton Road tot lot that's completed. We did have a ribbon cutting there, and it looks great. So this is a great addition to that neighborhood. The Veterans Day Parade, of course, was on November 11th, and it started at Holman Stadium and ended at the Elm Street Middle School. This is a sewer dig. This was on Gingras Street. They had actually no flow whatsoever. Oftentimes when we do sewer digs, they have some flow. They had none. It was blocked by tree roots, actually. So we removed the old pipe and then installed a new section of pipe. Some sidewalk.
I've got a really stupid question. Even if once the trees are gone, the roots can still invade the pipes. Is that correct?
What, once the trees are gone?
Let's say that you've had a tree in the place for 100 years.
Right.
And the tree, the tree dies and it's cut down. Those roots still remain in the pipes. Is that correct?
No, well, in this case, we would have cut back all of the roots when we installed the new pipe.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll trim back. You mean like when we leave the stump and everything?
Right.
Yeah. So we would have cut back all of the roots when we installed the new pipe.
But is the tree still there, I guess, is my question.
No, the tree was removed.
Okay, but I'm saying once the tree is dead, the pipes still have the roots in it, I guess was my, maybe I asked incorrectly.
Well, in this case, we removed the old pipe and put in a new pipe, so so it was no longer impacted. But yeah,
okay.
Right, we definitely needed to change out that pipe and install a new one. Yep.
Because if someone asked me that question, they said, once the tree is removed, do the roots remain in pipes? And I'm not sure if that's the case.
I don't think I understand the question.
Okay, So
Sorry.
let's say that you've got a 100-year-old tree that's
Yep.
been on the street.
Yes,
The city cuts it down, and then, it grinds the stump. They're real good about that.
yes,
Do those roots remain in the sewer pipes after the tree's gone?
yes, yes.
Okay. That was the question that someone asked, and I thought that they did indeed remain in the pipes. Okay.
Yes, correct. But we have all sorts of ways of grinding those out of pipes and,
Right.
yeah,
Right. So it's not always replacing a pipe. Sometimes, and obviously, if it's in the citizens portion, they're responsible for moving the roots. But someone had
Yep.
just asked that once the tree's gone, do the roots remain in the pipes? And I thought that they did.
correct. That's
Okay.
correct, yep.
Thank you.
Okay. This was a traffic light repair on Amherst Street. There was a burned out green light near Amherst and Blackstone. These are our new plow trucks, six-wheelers, which are replacing trucks 107, 29, 91, and 67, and they are ready for service. So hopefully we don't get any snow for a while, but if we do, we're ready to go. Our street crews set up the voting booths the day before the November 6th elections.
Is that you, Andy, on the right?
We continue to put up the wayfinding sign. These are some signs that were put up on Ledge Street. We keep, as weather and time allows, we're still installing all of those. This is a primary clarifier construction. This is just a duct bank being installed for our primary clarifier project, the wastewater treatment plant. We had confined space training, which we do yearly at the wastewater treatment plant again. This is Ross Dugas from our risk management department conducting the training. Our energy recovery project, this has been a long time coming, but we finally have the rooftop radiator units and both generators in place. They both need to be installed, but hopefully that will be soon, and we can get that going again and start.
Are we going to install them, or is it you're going to have a contractor?
A contractor's installing them. Last night we had the recycling poster award ceremony. That is just one of my favorite events that we do in Public Works. This was our 9th year. Commissioner Ackerman helped me hand out the awards. I think he'll attest that the parents and the kids were just all beaming, and it was a lot of fun. We set a record this year. We had 14 schools, 54 teachers, and 547 posters.
Wow.
So, yeah, so that was really pretty cool. It was a great event.
Sure was.
Our Phase 3 expansion is nearing completion. We're just putting finishing touches on the liner, and we'll be ready for trash very soon. This is a reminder from the solid waste department. This is sort of hard to see. But again, toters need to be at the curb by 6:45 a.m. The wheels should be against the curb or the shoulder if there's no curb. The arrows on the cart lid should be towards the road or street, and they should be at least 3 feet apart and 10 feet from cars and fixed objects like trees and poles. So it's just a reminder.
I thought that it was the 3 feet from the trees. I thought the 10 feet was from cars. Is that not correct?
It should be 10 feet from trees, any objects, telephone poles, trees, any sort of object like that.
So in areas that's going to be a little bit a tight space, I assume that we send the other trucks where folks are able to the semi-automated.
Correct. Semi-automated or Packers, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the inner city, we don't pick up automated for that reason. So,
Okay,
yep.
thanks.
Yep, good question. Our curbside collection of soft yard waste ends on Friday, December 6th.
Wow, good. That's a long season.
We used to try to stop soft yard waste season at Thanksgiving, and it just never seemed to work out. So we've extended it to the first week of December. And
That's a great service.
it is. And, you know, we are, I should, just for a shout out for Nashua, we are, I think, the only community that I know of that picks up stuff yard waste all from spring through fall. Even Manchester has about a month in the spring and then a month in the fall. That's all that they do. They don't pick it up all season like we do. So it is a great service. And, you know, we ask that it's heavy this time of year, and sometimes we don't get it all, so, and it goes into the next day, so we just ask people to leave it out and be patient. We'll get there eventually.
And they have done a great job.
Yes, they do, and it's hard work, especially with the wet bags, and they're heavy, and
It's cold. Yeah, they've done a great
It's not
job.
fun. So the Four Hills landfill will be closed on Thursday, the 28th, for Thanksgiving. So Thursday and Fridays collections will be delayed by one day. And that's it.
Very good.
Any questions?
Any questions for the director? Commissioners' comments? Do we have any? Alderman, Commissioner
I
Tease.
keep getting promoted. It was covered in the director's report, but I just want the record to reflect, I think, I happened to be there when Nick's team was putting in the new tree. I think they reacted really quickly, and thankfully we'll give Nashua a great Christmas. So good job pointing that out, too.
Thank you. Any other comments, commissioners?
No?
Seeing none, we're going to move into personnel, and therefore, your motion.
I move by roll call that the board go into non-public session pursuant to RSA 91A32B, the hiring of any person as a public employee.
Okay, by roll call, Director.
Yes, absolutely. Commissioner Ackerman,
Yes.
Commissioner Pappas,
Yes.
Commissioner Moriarty,
Yes.
Commissioner Teese.
Yes.
Okay.
Let the record reflect that we're going into non-public at 5:57 PM.